Now, in this first part, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. So, let's talk about going out. Do you often go out in the evening?
Yes, definitely. I prefer going out in the evening because when the day ends, the sun goes out and the atmosphere comes completely different, and I like that atmosphere, and that's why I often go out and meet with my friends in the evening.
So, what types of places are commonly visited by the youngster?
Well, in my country, parks, restaurants, shopping malls, these are the places which are commonly visited by the youngsters like me. And they go to those places because they hang out and they get joy. And sometimes they do physical exercise in the parks. And these are the reasons why they go to those places a lot.
So, do you always take your mobile phones with you?
Yes, definitely, as mobile phone is a very handy thing. And in this generation, we can't live without mobile phone. So I do take it with me everywhere I go.
So, do you often bring cash with you?
Yes, often when I go out, when I need to buy something, and when I go out to any shopping mall, I do bring some cash with me if it's needed.
Now, let's move on puzzles. Do you prefer doing what puzzles or number puzzles?
Well, I prefer number puzzles because in case of number puzzles, I prefer numbers, and as I find numbers easier than words, that's why I prefer number puzzles, and I like to maintain the puzzles of numbers.
So, did you solve puzzles in your childhood?
Yes, definitely I did. When I was a kid, I used to solve a lot of puzzles, and it also included word puzzles as well, and it also included number puzzles. It used to have different animation. The puzzles used to have different animations, and it was one of my hobbies when I was a kid that I used to solve puzzles.
Thank you. Now I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. If you want, you can take notes here. Use a paper, pen, and question. Describe a time when someone apologized to you. Okay. Now you have 1 to 2 minutes for this topic, so don't worry if I stop you. I will let you know how the time's up. Could you start speaking right now, please?
Well, I remember a time a year ago in the last summer. One of my close friend, his name was Sam, he bought one of my favorite headphones for a day, and the next day when he gave the headphone, I found out that he somehow broke the headphone. It initially made me very sad as it was one of my favorite headphones my mother gifted me on my birthday. So as initially it made me very upset. After some time he told me sorry, and after that I told him that it's okay, these things happen in friendships, and I forgave him. And as he was a good friend and we need to maintain friendship in our life to see the betterment of our lives, we should not take all these things in mind. And that's the reason why I didn't feel bad after that. I forgave him, we and he gifted me a new headphone, and he apologized to me, and then we sorted things out.
Thank you. Could I have the paper and pen back, please? Okay. So, well, we have been talking about your friend who has apologized to you. Now I'm going to ask you some questions which are related to these topics. So, on what occasions do people usually apologize to others?
Well, when someone does a mistake and breaks trust of the opposite person, these are the times basically a person apologizes, because when someone does a mistake, it's his or her fault, and it's very necessary to apologize, because otherwise the opposite person will feel bad or misunderstand him or her, and also will lose trust from him. So whenever someone does a mistake, he does apologize to the opposite person, and it's very necessary in our life.
So, is it important to say sorry?
Yes, definitely. Whenever we do a crime or we do a fault, it is very important to say sorry, because sorry doesn't make us small in front of other people. Rather, it shows that how genuine we are in front of people. And we, in our day-to-day life, we may do a fault. It's our human nature. It doesn't mean that we can't live without doing a fault. So it's normal that we are gonna make a fault or mistake in our life. So sorry makes us genuine, and it makes us good to other people.
So, why do some people refuse to say sorry to others?
Well, for me, I think because of some people's ego, they refuse to say sorry to others because of their ego. They don't tend to tell sorry, and they feel pride of them, they think that they are bigger than the opposite person, and they think that they are right, their opinion is more right than the other person. And that's the reason why I do think that people don't say sorry because of these things, because of pride, and they think that their opinion has more justification than the other people's opinion, and that's why they don't say sorry.
So, what is the difference between sincere apology and half-hearted apology?
Well, for me, sincere apologies mean that when a people does any mistake, they sincerely come and say sorry, and they apologize and reveal their mistakes, that they have done this mistake. And many times people say sorry in a broken heart, and sometimes they don't mean it, but they have to say sorry to maintain the posture, the betterment of the relationship, and that's why they say sorry.
So, thank you. That is the end of your speaking test.
Bilingual Learning Center, BLC, Bogura.